us break the mold, chasing the stories yet untold. Passion ignites like a blazing fire. Knowledge takes us higher, higher. Out of the box where the wild ones play, we see the game in a whole new way. Living loud, hearts in motion. Sports with soul, pure devotion. The field's alive with endless dreams. We're more than stats, we're the in-between. A slam dunk thought.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Sorry for the late start. We had some technical difficulties. Basically, the link was working about as good as that Patriots offense was last night, which was not too well. So, getting a little late start here, but got a lot to get into. I know one guy in the top right corner. He's one of the few that I know that actually enjoyed the Super Bowl, because I thought it was boring as shit. But Jeff, I know you kind of liked it.
It was boring as shit, but I liked it.
Okay. Yeah. So we'll get some Super Bowl talk, and also see how that correlates to the Eagles. I mean, since we were on here last, Jeff Stoutland. Was that Stout? Yeah, Stoutland was still here last Monday night, right? I think that happened Tuesday, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So Stoutland's left since we were last on. We've now hired a new offensive line coach, guy that was with Minnesota the last few years. So so we'll get into that. And then again, we'll get a little bit of Sixers too. I mean, the Sixers, trade the young promising guard Jared McCain, and I think for the third or fourth year in a row, they could hang the banner in the arena of ducking the luxury tax.
Yep.
So, but anyway, we're going to get into it here. I got my usual cast minus Diego. I got my man Jeff right next to me. He's happy that the Seahawks won. What's up, Jeff? How you doing, bro?
Go Hawks. Go defense. The dark side.
Yeah,
already got my championship shirt ordered and waiting for it to come in.
And then I got my man Sean Killer Kilrain on the bottom. What's up, Sean? What's that? A Cooper DeJean? Is that a Cooper DeJean, John?
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, and listen, you know what? I gotta give Seattle's defense a lot of credit. They were good. They had Drake May shook all night long.
Yeah.
So I give Seattle credit, but of course they are the champs. They're worthy champs, but they're as good as their defense was. It wasn't any more. In my opinion, it wasn't any more dominant than we were last year. And we dominated Mahomes and the Chiefs. So
Halftime, it was 35-0.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Or 34-0.
Yeah.
Got Eddie Prather says, "Hey, what's up?" He says, Eddie? "Congratulations, Jeff."
Thank you, Eddie.
Eddie Prather says the Pats had the worst playoff O-line I've ever seen.
Yeah, poor Campbell had alligator arms. Will Campbell.
I'll tell you what, and that tells you a lot, because I remember back in the Buddy Ryan days, the Eagles' offensive line wasn't too good, and Randall was running for his life in the playoffs, and I mean, shit, this Patriots O-line made that look like the freaking hogs.
The interesting part is Seattle only has 4 on the line. Then they have their other guys just bull rush through.
Yeah.
Yeah. Linebacker had 10 tackles, man. Hill.
Yep.
10.
It's a lot.
I mean, like that. And when you generate the front 4, like you said, Jeff, with Leonard Williams, Lawrence, and that other young kid, it's game over.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, when you, like you said, when you get pressure with your front 4, it opens everything up. I mean, we saw it in our Super Bowl last year. You get pressure up the middle or on the edge with the 4, and then the quarterback's got nowhere to go with the ball. I'll tell you a guy that I thought we gave up on kind of quick. The kid Job that was starting for Seattle. He's
Job, 6 tackles yesterday. 6 tackles, 2 solo. Yeah, I mean, Yeah, you would think get rid of Ringo and keep Joe, right?
Yeah.
But that
Yeah,
wasn't the
well-
case. I mean, that's Joey. We know that's typical, like with the Eagles players. Like Seth Joyner, Clyde Simmons. We can go on and on. They go to some place and they flourish. But the biggest one that hurt me the most, and I know it did, was Reggie White leaving free agency
Yeah.
and going to
And,
the
and
Pats.
B-Dog. And B-Dog.
Yeah, but Reggie with the free agency and all that stuff,
Oh,
and
yeah.
how the owner just said, you know what, there you go, and
Well, Norman
Packers
Braden's
opened
ass.
with open arms. The rest is
Norman
history.
Braden was an ass. He didn't care.
Yeah.
And it'll go down. I mean,
And even Banner said about Dawkins, like you brought up, Jeff, that was like a spat in the face
that was
and a kick in the balls. You know what I mean? And he
Yep.
was hurt by it. Dawkins said,
Yeah, he was. He was.
as you should, because
Sure.
look at us fans. We're passionate. I mean, we might have a bad apple in the bunch, but we're passionate. We know the game and we love it.
Yep.
Yeah, I had New England, so I was, like I said, I was wrong. I had New England yesterday. I actually really was confident. I thought New England was going to. I had New England -1. I think -1. They were like plus. I think -1. It was like 100 brings you back 300. And then
in the multiverse.
Yeah, but I got to be honest. Within me and Jeff and I were talking before the show, and I was like, dude, by like the second drive, like I was like, I'm not going to win this. You could say that they were shook. They were literally shook. I mean, every time, and then the problem was too, like Drake May, like I was having flashbacks of when Sam Darnold played the Pats on that Monday night, and he was seeing ghosts. That's what Drake May looked like. Like there was some times where he had time and he had guys open, and he was just so off because he was getting his ass kicked. Then when he actually did have time, he couldn't make the throw.
Yep. He had some good plays. It's the second year in the league. Made it to the Super Bowl. He wasn't playing good down the stretch through the playoffs. So their defense actually helped them get into the playoffs.
Oh yeah,
Super Bowl. He just he made it. He's seen what's there, and hopefully for him, he'll learn from it. I mean, that's what Darnold went over and did and told him. We went over, he was on the bench, sat next to him. They were showing it because I watched a lot of the shows last night and all that. And it showed him go over to the bench and he sat there and he said, look, kid, he said, look how long it took me. They basically wanted me out of the league. I was the second backup. I was a third backup on I forget who it was, Carolina or one of them. And said, you just got to keep with it. You want it bad enough, you'll do it. And then
5 games in 8 years, Jeff. Ain't that amazing?
It is.
Yeah.
And that's why I think when you talk about certain players,
Mm-hmm.
when somebody says, oh, this guy sucks, why did we trade for him? You don't know how he's going to play for you.
Exactly.
Remember Peterson?
You don't.
Remember what was it? Not Patrick Peterson. Who was the other one we got? Remember the one that got the interception in the for a touchdown?
Yeah, Patrick Robinson.
Patrick Robinson.
Patrick Robinson. We were going to cut him.
Yeah.
If you remember. But no, I forget who got hurt. All right, we'll keep him on the team. And he became a hero. He played great.
Yeah,
After
that one play shine.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then he left and played for Minnesota or something and did jack shit. You never know.
Isaiah Rogers.
Yeah, Cromartie played great this year. Yeah,
I mean,
and you know what? What's his face? Milton Williams did do well.
He did a hell of a job. I mean, he went for the bag, but what can you say? Yeah, exactly.
What do you think of this? Eddie Prather says Josh McDaniels was worthless last night. I have to be honest. I mean, I don't put that. I don't put last night on the New England offensive coordinator for the simple fact that, like, how the hell you can't do shit if your quarterback doesn't have any time. You know what I mean? No. I'm not the biggest Josh McDaniels fan, but I don't know. Like, I don't think I would put last night's game on New England's like coaching necessarily. They just got dominated up front. The one thing I will say though, there was one time I know their offense was struggling, but their defense was playing well. There was one time I think they were down 12. It was either 9-0 or 12-0, and they had it 4th and 1 at like the 42, and Vrabel punted. And I was thinking to myself, I'm like, I'm like, I might have gone for it there, because if you go for it there and you get the first down, you might give yourself a little bit of momentum. And if you do score, like Seattle, other than Kenneth Walker, I mean, Seattle wasn't really doing shit either. So like, if you score there down 12-0, you put a little pressure on Seattle. Then you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean,
yeah. You know what? Okay, I get this. Eddie Prather says should have had 2 tight ends in the game to help block. I mean, he did. Yeah, but he did at times. I mean, Collingsworth showed it. There was a lot of times where he had Hunter Henry trying to chip in the end on the he had a Henry and Hooper, I think, at times.
Yeah, yes, he did.
End.
One player that they should have utilized and they didn't utilize him at all was Diggs. You give Diggs a couple passes, now you got to spy on Diggs because Diggs can hurt you. They didn't do shit with Diggs.
Or the X Factor's the kid Booty.
Yeah. Yep.
That I would go to him rather than Diggs. And to me, Diggs hitting that official should have been ejected.
He's in some serious trouble. He said.
I was gonna say whenever you don't get enough booty, it's usually a problem, isn't it, guys?
There you go.
That's a problem.
Yep.
Says, where was Trayvon Henderson?
That's something. They went with the veteran over the rookie Trayvon Henderson. I mean, if anything, I would have went with the hot hand Henderson.
Henderson's much quicker.
Yeah.
I thought he tried. There was a few times though I thought they tried to get the ball to Henderson, like in the I think the first half. I mean, I'm sorry that. Yeah, you're right. I'm looking at it here. He had 6 carries for 19 yards, and he had 3 receptions. So he touched the ball 9 times.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Maybe you could argue maybe you wanted to try to give it to him. Maybe like 15, 16. I mean, he's kind of a change of pace guy, right?
To me, in one way for both teams in a roundabout way, it seemed like they both had their agenda going into the game, what they wanted to do. And Seattle was able to pull what they wanted to do, but they swarmed all over New England. New England had an idea what they wanted to do because you saw they started running the ball first. Stevenson was running the ball first.
Mm-hmm.
But then, like I said, the guys are just 4 guys on the front line were just pushing the hell out of the O line there and opening
the holes. They were bull rushing them. Campbell looked lost.
Yeah, he had his worst game as a rookie. Yeah, just him and the guy next to him. Who was the guy next to him? He's a rookie too. It's the first time 2 rookies played next to each other?
Yeah.
On the O line.
Yeah, but go ahead.
I was gonna say, you know what? To Eddie Prather's point, though, the game really. I mean, what was it? It wasn't even 9-0 till like. I mean, it was only 9-0 at halftime, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, but to Eddie's point about McDaniel, you know what? I'll agree with him on this. New England could have possibly ran the ball a little more because I'm looking right here. Ramondre Stevenson only had 7 carries.
Mm-hmm.
So Stevenson had 7 carries. The other guy had 5 or 6. They only ran the ball like 13 times. I mean, the game really didn't get out of hand. Yeah, Henderson had 6 carries and Stevens had 7.
And how many yards did May have? Because remember he had that one up the middle.
Here, let me look.
It was like what, 20 or 30 yard scamper?
Yeah, well, he had that one, but that's another one too. I kind of thought maybe you might have wanted to try to have him maybe a little bit more read options or something. You know what I'm saying? Because he
was going to pass. The arm, like he turned his body to the right just a touch, but that hole opened like the blue sea, and he just ran right through it. I mean, what else are you going to do? I guess he felt ghosts behind him, and he just took off. You got everybody coming in. What's the best way to do it is to go through.
Yeah, Drake May had five carries, 37 yards, but in reality, it was really that one long run.
One long scamper, yeah.
I agree with this. He said Weatherspoon was a monster. Yeah, he played.
Was.
I mean, everybody on that Seattle defense just swarms. I mean, they really swarm. They have so much team speed, and it just goes to show you. I mean, a couple years ago, Russell Wilson asks out, and a lot of the guy that defense and a lot of that Wilson trade really set this team up.
Yeah,
I think they wound up getting the starting left tackle. They wound up getting Witherspoon or whatever. What is it, Weatherspoon or Witherspoon? I forgot. I was
Witherspoon.
Yeah, and one of their linebackers I think they got from that trade. So that trade really set them up, and you got to give a lot of credit to John Snyder. I mean, he's up there with Howie Roseman now, because this is
he knows how to draft, man.
What's that?
Yeah. He knows how to draft.
Yeah, he got the Legion of Boom together, and now he got the Dark Side together. I mean, he got two defenses together, if you think about it.
Yeah, and that's they're going to be a threat to go back. I mean, because Darnold, Sam Darnold, everybody kind of goes, oh, Sam Darnold. I mean, shit. Now the guy's won, he won 28 regular season games the last 2 years, and now he won 3. So he's won 31 games in 2 years and a Super Bowl championship.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think he had the greatest game last night, but he really didn't need to. I mean, as long as he didn't fuck it up, they were going to win.
That was it. No interceptions is what he's known for, and he didn't do it.
He just was cool in the pocket.
What do you call it for New England? I think the person who had the best game was that Rodriguez, was it?
Yeah, Gonzalez.
The kid Craig Woodson.
He had a good game. Yeah, he had a good game too.
He had a lot of tackles.
Yeah.
Well, New England's defense played well. I mean, all things considered, I mean, it's hard. It's hard to play great when when you're on the field all freaking game.
Darnold missed 2 open touchdowns.
He did, yeah.
JSN and the Cooper Cup.
Oh my God, him and Cup, yes, and Cup came through for him. I'm glad for him. He played well. He was the X factor for them.
Oh, absolutely. For JSN to step out with that shin injury or cut or whatever, and then
they said they were going for concussion. He hit his head in the back. They showed the play again, and his head smacked the ground. So they're pretty good. They're not in bad shape.
Yeah. So I mean, but hey, they'll be a threat. But let's and then of course New England, and one of the things some of the people can speculate on, you're watching New England's offense and you're seeing like Matt Collins is like their deep threat, you know what I mean, last night. So so a lot of people are kind of speculating, well, is Mike Vrabel gonna maybe make Howie an offer for his former Tennessee receiver AJ Brown? That might be a talking point.
AJ's going nowhere. Bank on it. AJ is not going to be traded. He's not going to be moved. He's staying here.
I'm kind
of that podcast though that he just had, right, Joe? I think
he's staying here. Man. I was listening to a lot today, and they said that basically the core that this Mannion got together. I mean, he's the one who brought in this Cooper guy, and the other ones worked with him also. They also worked under Shanahan's play calls and at one point and another. So they're going to
do a lot of motion. Play. Yeah.
So AJ Brown was on Mika Parsons' podcast today, and he said straight out, he says, "You think you're going to be playing for, the Eagles next year, or you think they're going to move you?" And he said, "You know what? Sometimes you have to just roll with the punches." And he said, "I liked what do you call it? I'm going to totally draw a blank on his name now. The guy, KP Petula.
Yeah,
he called him KP. He said I like KP, and I know he was just trying to do a job, but maybe the job that he was doing wasn't right for my position." He said, "But I like the way that these coaches now coming in are set up, and I'm looking forward to the new changes and getting into more plays." So maybe they've done a lot. Maybe these guys have talked. Maybe they've had, who knows, Zoom meetings or meetings together and all this stuff. And, maybe that's why it took so long to hire them. Maybe they did, talk to the players and see where these players are. I mean, if you're a coach coming in, you don't want all of a sudden these players to be jettisoned. You're coming in thinking you're going to have these guys. So I just think that he's not going anywhere. That's just me. Not wanting him to go anywhere because in a way I think that if we can get somebody of his talent, which is a lot less yapping and crying like a baby, but where are you going to find that kind of talent? Has he slowed down a little bit? Yeah, maybe. But he's still a hell of a good player.
It's just his attitude sucks, and it ruins it with his athletic ability.
Yeah, here's 401 Raider Jeff says, nice win last night beating the Pats. I'm from New England, but obviously a Raiders fan.
Okay.
And everything. Also, thanks for our new head coach. Yeah, I'll tell you that Seattle, that guy seems very innovative. I'm
Kubiak.
For a Raiders fan's perspective, like, I mean, I'm kind of curious. I'll tell you what, if nothing else, this Super Bowl showed you how quick things can change in the NFL. I mean, because last year you had New England, with like 3-4 wins. Seattle was mediocre.
They had 4 wins last year.
Seattle goes out and gets rid of Geno Smith, gets Sam Darnold. You got New England, the second year of Drake May, and Vrabel, and then all of a sudden they're in the Super Bowl. Now, I'm not saying, I mean, the Raiders got a ways to go, but just to keep it in perspective, I mean, they have some pieces on defense. You got Genty started coming on a little bit towards the end of the year. You got Brock Bowers. Now you draft a kid from Indiana. You got the Raiders have like $100 million of cap space.
A lot of cap space.
Yeah. So let's, I mean, if I got to think for the first time in a long time, if you're a Raiders fan, that you have a little bit of hope.
Crosby's gone. He already told Brady he wants out. He's done.
Okay, but I mean, and that sucks, right? That sucks in a way because he's a really good player. But if you could get 2 first-round picks and another pick for Crosby, of course. I mean, you don't like losing prime talent like that, but but the Raiders need an offensive line, and like we said, if you have $100 million in the cap, you could go sign it, and a quarterback on a rookie pay scale, you could go sign. You could spend a lot of money on the defense, and you might not have to dominate Max Crosby, but you can build a good defense financially as you go draft offense.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
There seems to be enough players in this league that get dropped because they're not doing well on the team, or they're in a free agency and somebody picks them up, and then they just play the hell out of it. I mean, again, look at what we've done here. We picked up guys, and you think, they were okay before. They put it all together and won a Super Bowl. And then they went ahead and made it for their contracts, and look at them all split.
Yeah,
it doesn't always work. Josh Sweat hasn't played that great. Hassan Reddick's on his way out. He thought he was going to make the big
Sweat had a really good year.
Played good.
He got hurt.
Was it Reddick? I know.
Yeah, Reddick did. Reddick ran his mouth. Yeah, he did.
What's his face? I apologize. Not Sweat. The other dude wants to come back to the Eagles. Remember the one he had? It was a head case.
Oh, I don't know. You're Chauncey Gardner-Johnson?
No. Beckham. Bechdel, whatever his name was.
Oh, Mekhi Becton had a bad year. Yeah,
didn't work for him. He wants to come back here.
Bring him back. I'm game with that.
He wants to come back here.
Yeah, Maurice Wright says when you have to rebuild a football team, you have to be patient. Raiders aren't getting competitive till maybe 2 years. I mean, I get that, Maurice. I mean, and in most times that is the case. But I'm only simply saying if you look the last couple years, Washington came out of nowhere, went to the championship game. New England came out of nowhere, goes to the Super Bowl. Seattle, I agree with Maurice that he's probably right, but it can happen. You know what I mean?
I watched and follow Seattle, not as much as I do follow the Eagles, but I'm pretty close. I did not think they would go to the Super Bowl. I thought they might be on the cusp of a playoff spot. I thought the Rams were strong. I thought the Niners were strong, and they proved me wrong. They went to the Super Bowl. They just picked it. Their defense really took them through.
And I'll tell you what, not to hate on the Seahawks and not to hate on New England, but I mean, as an Eagles fan, like I really feel like our guys are kicking themselves in the ass for not being all in this year because the league was wide open. I mean, this was a wide open league. I mean, if there was ever a chance for a team like the Eagles to go back to back, I mean, it would have been this year. Like,
we're not competitive.
It's so frustrating with how bad the fucking offense was because the defense was Super Bowl ready. And, and can you imagine if we made the Super Bowl and we got to play a second-year quarterback in Drake May with that offensive line?
Oh, our defense would have destroyed us like Seattle did.
You see, dude, we would have put on a clinic.
Raider Jeff says, here's the shocker. I'm not in on Mendoza at all. I'd rather trade out of the number 1 pick. I mean, you could get a lot.
You could, but with Mendoza, I think you get that mature quarterback. The kid has all the stuff and the tools you want for a number 1 quarterback. But like you said, if you can get some sucker like the Browns or whatever for picks and all, so big, do it. Spread that out from defense, offensive, build the line.
Yeah, I mean, it's an interesting thought. I'd be shocked if they don't take Mendoza. You know what I mean? Because they haven't drafted a quarterback in a while. But just to play along with Raider Jeff's here. Imagine if they traded Crosby for like two first, right? 2 first plus more. Then you trade the number 1 pick for like 2 to 3 firsts, and then you go sign a guy maybe you totally revamp the offensive line. You spend tons of money in free agency, and maybe you go out and you sign like a Malik Willis or something, and you go that route. I don't see them doing that though, to be honest. But
Tyler McKee's name came up a couple times for the Raiders. I don't see it. He's unproven. He's unproven.
Yeah, and the other thing too, like, I mean, if I'm a Raiders fan, like, Jesus, like, can you imagine? You haven't had a quarterback in fucking forever. I mean, the last Derek Carr had some decent years, but I mean, in your heart of hearts, even when Derek Carr played great, did you ever really think you're winning a Super Bowl with Derek Carr? Probably not, right?
No.
And then you had what? You had Rich Gannon back in the early 2000s. Now he caught lightning in the bottle and won a MVP, and he had some great years.
His better years were when he was with the Chiefs.
What's that?
His better years were when he was with the Chiefs.
Nah, he was better with I mean, he was decent with the Chiefs, but he was MVP with the Raiders, though, dog.
Don't forget about Todd Marinovich. He was the man.
Oh my God!
Oh man!
You'd rather surf and smoke pot.
Raider Jack goes, didn't mean to hijack the chat about the Raiders. Now, hey man, listen, we love talking football. I mean, to be honest, like I said, I'm an Eagles fan, but I love football and Raider Jeff, full disclosure, man, I as an Eagles fan, I actually got Raiders season tickets. So I mean, it's probably a month.
Put it this way, guys, what tickets doesn't Joey have?
I'm just saying, like they announced they were moving. They announced they were moving to Vegas, and the very next day I put $100 deposit, and 2 years later they called me up. So me and my uncle split them. So like, it's an excuse to try to get out to Vegas here and there, and then and try to make a couple bucks on them. You know what I mean?
So if the Eagles were to play Vegas in 2 years for the Super Bowl, who would you root for?
Well, I'm Eagles all the way. The Eagles. You ever see The Sopranos?
Yeah.
All right. So the Eagles are in my blood, dude. The Eagles are my blood. The Eagles are my wife. You know what I mean? The Raiders are like my guma. What do they call it? The guma.
Yeah, that's like Seattle with me.
You know what I'm saying?
I never seen The Sopranos. What is that show?
Yeah.
Enlighten me.
It's about these singers and like Pitch Perfect.
Oh, really?
Soprano, yes.
Awesome.
Yeah, but anyway, all right. So to get it back to the Eagles real quick though here, they lose Stoutland, and obviously that's a major concern. Now, what do you guys think? They hire a new offensive line coach today. I mean, I don't know much about him, but
But supposedly Stoutland isn't completely gone. He's supposedly going to be in some kind of role with the Eagles. That's what
I don't see that.
That's what they're saying.
I mean, hear me out. How do you see that really after what Petula and Sirianni kind of did behind his back and all this other stuff? And I mean, the man's been here 13 years, and
my question would be,
is like a slap in the face.
Did maybe I'm only making this up. I'm being Jeffrey Lurie and whatever like that on this. You know, he's great friends with Stout, and he knows what he's done. Everybody around the whole league knows this guy's name. He's
well reputable. Yeah, absolutely.
He's great with the players. So maybe this position that he's in is almost like a, what do you want to call it? Like a counselor type thing. He helps the players and works with the players. I mean, look what he did with Mailata. So maybe it's his 1 year. He doesn't want to coach supposedly this year anywhere. He's not supposedly doesn't want to go anywhere, and wants to be. And he's going to be like with the Eagles. So what they were saying on Good Morning Football, and they also said it. Well, I don't know if they got it from there. Also on 94 was that he's kind of going to be like now I'm going to totally draw a blank on his name.
An advisor.
An advisor, yes, in that way, yes. He doesn't want to coach this year, so it'll be there as an advisor. Just in what capacity, don't know. That's what they're saying. Again, when I say they, who knows? Maybe he says, I don't want to do this shit. Maybe I'm not going to do it. Maybe that's just them making it feel better for us. Like, okay, Stoutland's still going to be there and help out. But you got people like what do you call it? Said he might retire. Dickerson and Johnson. They said if Stoutland's not around, I don't know if I'm coming back. So you don't know if you're coming back. You just don't know. We just got to sit back and wait.
Well, to touch on that, look, to Maurice Wright's point, he says, do you guys think the Eagles can improve their team by going heavy on the offensive line, draft or free agency? Yeah, totally agree. I mean, to me, I was going to say, to me, I wouldn't mind. I mean, shit, if somebody's sitting there at 23, if they're like you saw a couple mock drafts like the
one I sent you this morning.
Yeah, well, especially if Landon Dickerson is possibly retiring. Like
those the kid from guys.
Yeah, the kid from Penn State could possibly be your starting, maybe either right guard or left guard, and then you got the
kid from Arizona State.
The kid from Arizona State. Yeah, I mean,
two big boys, dude.
I like the hockey player from Penn State. He went out and kicked that guy's ass because he was bugging his mom.
Yeah, you know what? I don't fault that kid at all. Fuck him.
No,
you know what I mean?
No, neither did the league.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And especially in hockey, too. Like, I got to keep it real, man. Like, to me, like, if I'm a hockey team, because you know how hockey is, dude. The motherfuckers fight all the time, right? So if I'm a hockey team and the dude could score goals and kick ass, and then somebody disses his mom and he knocks him out, I'm like, yo, sold. That's the dude I'm drafting.
That guy on my team, exactly. Sorry, I had to get off. I just couldn't let that one go there.
He should have just never said that word,
Yep.
To his mom. You know what I mean? But yeah, like I said,
offensive line
heavy offensive line.
Yeah.
You get two solid guys for the future if need be. Bring them back. I'm sold.
Do you think Dean's going because they want to get
I think he is, yeah.
The rookie player?
I said to you last week or the week before, Jahad Campbell.
Yeah.
Great athlete, tall. And he can coverage. He can go out and coverage. You saw it with the tight end or whoever need be. Running back. I know in his heart he wants to stay Dean. I've seen an interview, but I mean money talks and bullshit walks.
I got one for you. I'd almost be so. I mean, I don't want to do this because I think Zach Bourne is a hell of a player, but just to throw this out there, right? Like, you signed Zach Bourne to a big 3-year deal at the end of last year, and I thought Bourne still had a pretty good year this year, and I'm not looking to get rid of him. But if you're Fangio, right, and you value Dean's leadership and his physicality and stuff, right? Do you think there's any possibility that maybe we could be thrown a total curveball and maybe they keep Dean, right, at a cheaper price than Bourne, and maybe they peddle Zach Bourne to somebody? I mean, I don't know what the
Bourne's on nowhere.
Yeah, no, I don't think so either. But I'm just saying, because I don't think you can you can't play N'Kobe, Dean, Bourne, and Campbell with having Bourne and Dean making big money and Campbell being a first round pick. But I was just kind of throwing devil's advocate out there.
He's
You know
got
what I'm saying?
3 major injuries. He had an injury coming out of college that couldn't start. He had another injury with the Eagles and couldn't play, and then he got injured most of the season. So he's been injured 3 times.
He lacks number one thing. He lacks height. That's
true. That's
that injuries and lacks height. You know, give me Jahad Campbell all day.
Yeah, see,
It don't lie.
Mm-hmm.
Here's what I hate losing, because I agree with Maurice. Maurice says Dean is probably the best blitzer. But I mean, our defense played the best when he was doing that shit.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
You're not. Me and Mo have been talking about that. Rodriguez, the kid from Texas Tech, he'll be there in later rounds, 3, 4, unless he has a hell of a draft combine. But you know, there's the kid Derek Moore, the edge. I mean, there's we're so edge heavy this year in the draft. But I mean, there's so many options to look at. You know, I need another cornerback opposite of Quinyon Mitchell. And
that's what they have as the first pick.
Farrell
I've been looking at all these mock drafts that they have, and it seems like they have all different names, but they have cornerback. They're cornerback heavy for the Eagles. All these drafts I've been looking at the mock drafts.
Well, Avion Terrell from Clemson, real quick, is AJ Terrell's brother from the Falcons, and the kid can play. And you know, it would be a nice addition across from Quinyon, you know, because you got the future.
Yeah.
How much money you think how much money is Josh Jobe going to get in free agency? Because he's a free agent. I mean, if he doesn't break the bank, could Howie go and maybe bring him back, and then this way you're free to go totally offense in the draft.
There you go. Do you think he would come back though?
I mean,
you got to think after getting like the raw end of the deal. You know what I mean? It does sound nice, Joe. I like that. Like a welcome home party, but would he want to come back?
But he stood out in the Super Bowl, so he's going to get some money from some teams.
Yeah.
Are we willing to spend much money?
He'll find a sucker. He'll probably go to Cleveland where he ruined his career.
Right. Or Miami. They just sign all players.
You know what? And that's another thing you bring up to keep out there. Tua and Kyler are on the trade block. That's going to be interesting.
Yeah, you know, you mentioned Cleveland, and I was reading something yesterday that was really interesting. Schwartz is going to sit out this year, but supposedly, supposedly Schwartz reached out to the Eagles because, you know, Fangio was kind of on the fence about coming back.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you know, hypothetically, if Fangio leaves at the end of this year, you know, does Schwartz come back here? But here's the catch, though. Jim Schwartz always coaches the wide 9. We play a hybrid 34 right now.
I didn't like his defensive scheme as much as I like Fangio's.
I like Fangio. I mean, obviously. Well, you know what's funny? I was all about to say we won the Super Bowl with both of them. But let's be honest. Schwartz's defense was good during that year, but Schwartz's defense got fucking shredded in the Super Bowl, where Fangio's defense, was
pulled out. Yeah.
I hate that damn picket fence that play he has. The picket fence. Oh my God.
I'll tell you what though. He did a hell of a job in Cleveland, though. I mean, like, if you look at Cleveland, I mean, I know he's got Myles Garrett. But he's got no quarterback, though. I mean, you watch the Browns play. I mean, those guys ball the fuck out. Meanwhile, they're every time they're out there, they're like, "Fuck, we got to play again." You know what I mean? Because
who's going to be their quarterback next year? Because I got Deshaun coming back too.
Oh God.
It's a
mess out there.
Yeah, let's move on from the Steelers.
Yeah, that's right true.
Did you guys see Belichick's chick having that
with the T-shirt that he got caught in?
Maurice Wright says, guys, understand if the draft is edge rusher heavy, why not get the biggest one? a guy on the end that weighs 280. These smaller, faster guys are hit and miss. The Eagles need a guy like Miles.
Yeah. I mean, the one guy is Malachi Lawrence, I think, from UCF. Derek Moore from Michigan. I mean, I can go on and on, but that's for another day.
Yeah, no, I mean, hey, and Maurice is right as far as like, I mean, Howie's always going to address the edge, but like, I mean, you know, this team really needs offensive line. They need, and you need tight end because even forget Goddard, but you could lose. The Eagles might lose every tight end they got on the roster, so they're going to have to. I mean, if you look at the Eagles are going to sign at least one or two tight ends in free agency, maybe not for high money, but or trade. And then they're going to draft a tight end or two, too. I mean, the Eagles are going to add at least 2 to 3 tight ends. They have to.
You also need a backup center.
Yeah, well, you do have the kid Kendall, but possibly you're right. I mean, although Kendall plays. What is Kendall guard and center?
He plays it all.
Yeah, I mean, but yeah, you're right. I mean, they may do that.
Hinton, don't forget Hinton and Williams too.
You got the kid from you got the kid they signed from the Rams practice squad too, the small kid that was hurt all year. I mean, he's going to
Duncan or Hinkin. Yeah. I'm looking forward to him. Yeah.
So we'll see what he does, but you know, one last thing on the Eagles, I guess, before we move on here. Not to get back to the Stoutland thing, but like, you know, I mean, and again, maybe it's sacrilegious to criticize Jeff Stoutland because I think he's an all-time Hall of Fame coach, right? But you know, listening to the radio all week, like, you know, and I get it. I mean, if I'm Stoutland and I'm the coach on 2 Super Bowls, like I don't like somebody coming in and maybe taking some of my responsibilities away. But you know, I was reading one of the articles and it said that like some of the players even were kind of like, hey, we want to go under center more. So like, I think it's easy to rip Sirianni and Howie and Jeff and all, but like, is it possible that maybe Stoutland, maybe they went to Stoutland and Stoutland was like, hey, you know what? Like we won 2 Super Bowls like this, this is what we do. And I guess what I'm saying is, as great as he is, maybe it's time for a change. I mean, this offense sucked last year. You know what I mean? Yeah.
You're getting everything from the media. You can't believe shit from the media. You really can't. Unless you know somebody who directly knows them or you sit and talk to them yourself, you don't know what's true or not. Really think about it.
Yeah. This could be a possibility because if Cam's back can't get 100%, he might have a hard time because a lot of he had a hard time snapping the ball and then getting in the position. Maybe playing guard would be easier for him.
Yep.
I mean, it takes 2 years to fully heal from a back injury or surgery. It's a shame, but hey, I'm all for it because we don't draft him just to draft him. Kelsey had a say in it. He saw his worth, so. I'm all for it. If he wants to go back to guard and he understands that he can't do his job as a center, I'm all for it.
Todd Herman's.
Maurice Wright says you could save a lot of money if you could get at Todd Herman's. I don't know what's that mean?
I guess get like a guy similar to Todd Herman's.
Oh yeah,
Herman's.
Todd Herman's was good back in the day.
Yeah, that's what he's saying.
Hey, you listen. All I know is that now that's a concern with losing Stoutland though, because Stoutland was great. I mean, Sean, you say it all the time. Stoutland, you. Well, it's very unfortunate that a year it looks like we're going to draft a shit ton of offensive linemen that we're going to lose the guy that develops all these fucking guys.
It is. It's a slap in the face. It really is. Like that's why he resigned because
maybe for all we know, he wanted to resign. I mean, obviously, we didn't know during the season. It never got out, and things always seem to get out that he had responsibilities taken away from him. We didn't know till after the season that happened.
But why? Like why now? And why would you take such a thing away from him when you know it's the damn OC Pator.
Because the guy who's coming in, that's the thing. We don't know what's going on down there.
Scapegoat, maybe.
Yeah.
Kind of like a scapegoat. Like, okay,
Yeah.
sorry, Sean. Boom.
Yeah.
It's you.
It could be.
Yeah, Todd Herman's dude filled in for us for years, played all over the place, played hurt with no complaints.
Yep.
Yeah, he was good. He was a good football player. And he went, is he the one that went to Saginaw Valley?
I don't know.
He went to some small ass school too.
Now I think he owns a bar down in Center City. Yeah, him and Brent Selleck, I think, had a restaurant/bar, and I think he sold it. But yeah,
Well, they're the kind of guys. They're the kind of guys we got to target though, like guys that could play guard and center.
Yeah.
You know, where because this way, when you're in a game and somebody gets hurt, you could,
Slide down the line. Yep. Hey, Fred Johnson helped us out huge this year.
Give me a kid from the SEC, ACC, and a cornbread. You know the rest.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what, man. I mean, Todd Harriman's is great with injuries. I'll tell you another guy that's great with injuries. My man Jason Fine, aka Attorney Big Al. If you slip and fall, motor vehicle accident, slip and fall, workers' compensation, or like I said, personal injury claims, don't call Todd Harriman's unless you own a football team. Call Jason Fine. He'll get you paid. He's got 3 offices throughout Pennsylvania and New Jersey, 1 in Philadelphia, PA, 1 in Cherry Hill, and 1 in Pittsburgh. So that's the guy to call. Jason Fine, a.k.a. Attorney Big Al. So let's see what we got here. One more comment here. My man Maurice Wright says, go Gators. Fred did well. He did. And you know what? There's another one. He's a free agent again. And, that's so.
I think he's smart.
They're keeping him here.
He knows what happened. He got traded to Jacksonville, and then we brought him back. Howie's brought him back because he's a Florida alum. And he said, look, man, this dude was valuable, and, he's staying. He's here to stay.
Eddie Prather says, I hope the Eagles don't target Brock Hoffman.
I don't know who he is.
He you know what? He played well for Dallas, actually, on their line. He's like a swing guy, like a swing guard. He played all over their offensive line. He's like a jack of all trades type guy. You know what I mean?
Are we filling that last letter? He's a father. Put that message up again.
Wait.
Did we fill in that last letter?
Oh.
No, yeah.
Don't want to offend anybody. Stop.
We can put a T there. He's fat.
There you go.
Stop.
We got to talk Phillies here too. We're only a couple days away from reporting the spring training.
Maurice Wright says, Sean, that Clemson dude, Blake, he looks dangerous.
Oh, Blake Cooper, offensive lineman. I'll send it to you, Joe. Yeah.
Eddie Prather said free agent. Yeah, we got it. We got it. Yeah, we were thinking a little something else. Well, you know what? What's funny? Speaking of that, the Sixers traded Jared McCain. So let's get a little Sixers here. So Jared McCain, a lot of people were kind of criticizing the Sixers on that move. I mean, you traded on, last year he's possible rookie of the year. This year he's been a little bit off, but was kind of coming on a little bit. And, you sold him. You only got a first-round pick from Houston, which is probably going to be like late 20s, plus a few second-round picks. I don't know, guys. I was less than thrilled about what the Sixers did at the trade deadline, because I'm looking at this and the Sixers are playing really good ball. Joel Embiid's playing great ball, but they did nothing to help them win this year, really. I mean, although I do like that they extended Barlow. Barlow's playing some really good basketball.
Yeah, kid's good, man. Yeah.
I like that kid. But what do you think? I mean, what do you guys think of what the Sixers did?
It was a salary dump.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, as a fan, I can't say I'm all that thrilled that Josh Harris saved $8 million. Doesn't do us any good.
He should just sell the team, dude.
Josh Harris to me is a Washington Commander.
That a New Jersey Devil,
Yeah.
half a stake in a major league soccer team. I mean, that's all he cares about. It's like chess.
Yeah.
I got this team. I'm better than you. I got this. Like, come on.
He wants to beat his chest like Jerry Jones. Look what I got.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maurice Wright says that trade can actually change the entire team lineup wise. Understand they got a first round pick. If they get the top center, it's a different team. Yeah, but the only problem though, that pick's not going to be till like the mid to late 20s. But it is a deep draft. I mean, I will say this though, maybe to Maurice as far as that, like, if Houston somehow could, I think Houston's like maybe fifth in the West. If somehow they could slide down the 7th and have to play the play-in, and like Durant hurts his Achilles or somebody's out, I mean, Sixers could luck out. You know what I mean? Now, I'm not rooting for injuries, but it could happen. And if that's the case, then that's not a bad trade. Maurice Wright says, Joey, they can easily trade up.
They got some stuff to trade up. They got enough draft picks.
Yeah, possibly. I mean, I put it this way: I'm rooting against Houston the rest of the year. I hope somehow Houston fucking slips to like I said, seventh or 8th. Make them play a play-in. Maybe something could happen. I doubt it, but you never know. And you're right. Maybe you can trade up. Maybe you package. Maybe you package like a future pick swap. Because I'll tell you what. Everybody says that Clippers pick's going to be like a high lottery pick in a couple years, and I certainly hope it will. But the Clippers owner is positioning himself to have a free salary cap in the summer of 2027. Well, that our pick's not till 28, and that guy's got billions of dollars. If he's under the cap, he's going to get the top free agent. So I don't know. I would still. To me, I'm trying to sell that Clippers pick this offseason and improve this.
You have to. Yeah, absolutely.
I am, because I don't buy that the Clippers are going to blow for 3 years. I think that somebody's, it's LA. All these guys want to go there. They're going to find a way to be halfway decent.
Fun in the sun, baby.
Eddie Prather says, is that first round pick lottery protected?
No, I think it's unprotected, the Clippers pick, Eddie. Yeah.
No, not the Clippers. I think he's talking about the Houston pick.
Oh.
Yeah, it's unprotected, just like Magic was in the 80s.
Yeah, but he's still doing it.
What's that? Remember that? It's amazing. Remember
he's still alive?
Dude,
yeah.
Dude, I remember being in 8th grade. Remember we were in 8th. Sean, remember we were in 8th grade and like and it was like crushing, because like you loved watching Magic Johnson play, and the next thing you know, you're like, oh my God, this dude's gonna die. Meanwhile, he's healthier than everybody.
Yeah.
I mean, God bless him. You know what I mean?
They got him on the best stuff.
Yeah, I always liked the joke. I always liked the running joke. It was like, how did Magic get age? Like from Larry's Bird, it was a great 8th grade joke. You know what I mean? It was such a great 8th grade joke.
Oh man, yeah.
As the show jumps the shark,
Magic should have gave Eazy-E some of the stuff he's taking. He'd still be alive.
I know, right? I mean, shit, Eazy-E died in like a week.
he got full blown.
Oregano oil and black seed oil.
Oregano oil and black seed oil.
Rub it on you. Oh.
Or like, or like Chris Rock said, rub some tussin on that joint.
Yeah.
No matter what it is, rub some tussin on that joint.
I just seen the Phillies want to let what Nick Castellanos gone by full inner squad play.
they're not going to make a trade for him because everybody knows that he's being let go. Why would you trade?
You know what's amazing about the Phillies? Like, by most accounts, Dave Dombrowski could possibly make the Hall of Fame as a GM, right? But
but he screws here.
Yeah, but this motherfucker, right? Like every year it's like, hey, we got Alec Boehm on the trade deadline. You want him? He's really good. And then they're kind of like, he fucking blows. And it's like, but do you want him? You know what I mean? It's like, you ever have like somebody try some food and they're like, oh man, this is terrible.
This is the best.
What the fuck would I try it for? You said it was terrible. That's Dave Dombrowski trying to sell our players.
Yeah.
I'll sell you this hot dog. You'll love it.
Remember Friday where the bitch got out the car looking like Freddie Jackson? That's fucking Dave Dombrowski trying to make a trade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it is a slap in the face, man. You were wheeling and dealing with Detroit and Marlins, and then you come in Boston, excuse me, and here it's like a slap in the damn face.
Why does it? Maurice Wright says, why does it sound like everyone wants to clean the whole Phillies lineup out? Are they really getting rid of the starting lineup? Well, I mean, they got to get rid of the outfield blows. I mean, Christ, the
outfield's top notch, baby. Come on.
They got like the shittiest outfield in baseball. So I mean, let's hope that
if Boston Red Sox hear me, I want Joe Duran.
Yeah, Maurice Wright says the Phillies need a good pitcher. We could use another pitcher.
For Sanchez, when hopefully Zach comes back as strong as before. Luzardo, they seem to got him going. Then you're it. I'm sorry, everybody can talk to the blue in the face, but I am not a Walker fan. I don't care what he did last year. He still sucks.
Did you just say Taiwan Walker? I'd rather see him selling sunflower seeds and cotton candy.
There you go. Selling soft pretzels up on the boulevard.
Dude, he blows.
Yes, he does.
I'd like to see Aaron stay in Italy to pitch.
But he's lined up as one of our pitchers right now.
I like to see them do like what they did to Happy Gilmore. Just get a golf club and hit him right in the shin. Like, come on, man.
I know. It's
pathetic and sickening.
Yeah,
we have come to this.
As much as they say we're not running it back, we're running it back.
Backwards.
I mean, look at the lineup up and down. We're running it back.
Yeah, I hear you, man. And I've been upset a bit, but you know what though? It's been cold as balls, like, I mean, do I like some of the moves the Phillies have done? No, but you know what? I'm going to look up because every morning you wake up and you're freezing your nuts off and you got icicles, on your balls as you're walking out the fucking door. Right. So I am going to be positive about the Phillies and just say, hey, you know what? At least spring's coming. Right.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
So these, and what do you call them? We say stupid things and it doesn't make any sense. Like it's cold as shit out.
Right.
It steams when it comes out. It's not cold. So what does that mean? It's cold as shit out.
I don't know.
Are your balls always cold? Because mine aren't. You're gonna say it's cold as balls out. Mine aren't.
No, you know what? You're right.
I'm out in it every day. So
there you go. So yours probably are cold then.
No.
You get those hand warmers and pop them in there and
I know.
Warmers,
it's just ever think about some of the sayings that are out there. They're totally opposite of what it should be. And I was like, why do people say that?
You look back at it and it just doesn't make sense. But
I know. I said brick shit house, and like I said, oh, it's a brick shit house, and Amanda's like, a brick shit house, and I'm like, wasn't that? She's like, it's a brick house, and I'm like, oh,
it smells like shit.
I'm like, oh, whatever. I don't. You know what? I talk so much shit, man. I don't know what the hell I'm saying. You got to pull out pooper stooper sometimes.
Mm.
But anyway, well, listen, guys. I guess we'll wrap this up here. Anybody watching the Olympics at all? I tell you, I'm looking forward to Olympic hockey.
I actually got to tell you, until Lindsey Vonn got smashed up again, I totally forgot the Olympics were even here.
I know.
There's been nothing. I mean, as a kid, as a kid, I used to love waiting for the Olympics. Watch the opening ceremony and watch everything. Winter was great. Loved watching winter.
You like watching figure skating, don't you?
No. Actually, I couldn't watch figure skating. I loved just the other, just all the sports that were there, the biathlon and all these other. It was great. Now,
yeah, it's a shame.
I forgot it was even on.
Her dad said he wants her to quit.
She needs to.
Excuse me.
She shouldn't have went down with that ACL that she had, a torn ACL. She wanted to try one last medal before she retires, and now her leg's all busted up, and she, I feel bad for her, but
do you want to walk with a cane, or do you want to be hobbled?
Yeah, there you go. The ski jump, that was always a blast to watch. Those things were fun. I loved it as a kid, but now it's horrible. And the Summer Olympics are just as bad. The gymnastics and all that bullshit, it's boring as shit to me. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Amanda likes is it the what's the thing that's kind of
Curling.
like
Curling.
Is it
Curling. I love that too. Yes, I actually bought that for my Xbox One. It's actually fun. It looks like fun to do.
Well, now here's a funny story, right? So yesterday or the other day, or maybe I don't know if it was yesterday or the day before, but anyway, she had it on, and then she's like, "Oh, I like this," and at first I was like, "Yeah, I think I'd rather count the things in the ceiling." I right hand to God though, I started watching. I'm like, you know what? I'm like, it is kind of cool. I actually started kind of like it.
Start training for curling. You can see it now.
Got one more.
It's funny. It's funny that you say that because this is going to go off topic a little. But did you ever go into like a bathroom at a restaurant or someplace else? You have not a goddamn thing to do, so you start counting the floor tiles or the ceiling tiles, or you look at them and see if you can make faces out of them and shit.
That sounds like something you would do if you had a good trip. If you had a good buzz.
That's for another time.
Maurice Wright says, I love figure skating and skiing. That shit rocks like bobsledding.
Bobsledding is also fun.
Bobsledding's fun.
And what do you call it? I think I heard something.
Thank you, Jeff. Appreciate it.
Thanks a lot, Jeff. Appreciate it.
Maurice Wright says, yeah, they rock. They need a bigger platform for the big guys. Oh, thanks, Maurice. Appreciate it.
Here's my one thing about the Olympics, though. Should not have professional players in it. I'm sorry. We should not have the NHL and the baseball. I mean, they can't have professional athletes in it.
So, because reason being, you think it ruins their
they're already
status, meaning getting hurt. That's what I see.
That's one, but still,
that's me, number
if you're
one.
an elite player and you're already in like the NHL or other things. Yeah. You're already being elite. Look at the 1980 team. Nobody thought we had a chance, and look what came out of that.
Yeah, I'm all for the underdog. Bingo.
That was a great documentary too.
Yes,
that was awesome. And you know what? Like I agree with I pretty much agree with you totally, Jeff. Like as far as the basket, like
even basketball,
I'm kind of on the fence, right? The Summer Olympics. I'm so tired of the professionals in the Summer Olympics, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, but I have to admit, and I'm with you 90% of the time on that. But the hockey though is the hockey with the NHL players though is kind of cool in a way. Like when you get like USA versus Canada, and you got like Crosby against like I don't know, some American dude. I'm drawing a blank, but you know what I'm saying? Like Quinn Hughes or some shit.
Austin Matthews.
He's from Vermont.
Yeah, there you go. Like so like the hockey I kind of dig. I got a banging ass Team USA hockey jersey I'm going to rock when they're playing. You know what I mean? Like I'm kind of digging the hockey. But
just for me, the Olympics for me as a kid and growing up at teens, whatever. I grew up with those being non-professionals, and they can make something of themselves. Just like look at all the professionals that came from Team USA. They play for the Rangers. They play for all different teams. They all spread around because they showed something there, and there's their chance where they might never have gotten a chance. They're not professionals, but they're right there. They got that much skill. That's just my way of the Olympics. I think that's should be for amateurs. Exactly it. I 100% agree.
Eddie's right, and Mo, yeah. How about I agree with the 30 for 30 Philly special?
And I do have to say, I do like the women's volleyball.
Yeah, that's
part
true.
of why.
That's
Yeah.
usually pretty good.
Yeah.
But
Very
well, actually,
good.
and you know what? The fact that we've been looking at snow for 3 weeks. The thoughts of volleyball
Sand?
on a beach sounds really good right now. You know.
And how about 30 for 30? Anybody see that?
Yeah, the Nick Foles. Oh, you know what? Yeah, the Philly
Philly
special
special.
one was great.
Awesome.
And I know I said it last week, but I was really thinking of it last night. Of course, the Philly special because we're Eagles fans. But
Mhm.
watching Montana, first off, by the way, I felt so. I'll tell you, man, I really felt old looking at my Joe Cool. I was like, oh shit, dude, we're getting old, man. Montana looks. I mean, Montana, they're older. Everybody's getting older. You know what I
But
mean?
you know
But
what?
anyway,
As old as some of the other quarterbacks that weren't there, look around the league, like you see different pictures. Montana really didn't age too bad. He doesn't look too bad.
no,
Yeah.
I mean, to be honest, I wasn't really thinking that he aged bad. I was just saying, like, I guess I was just saying, like,
Oh, yeah.
in my head, I was like, holy shit, this dude's like in his
Yeah.
60s. You know what I mean? I feel like I was just
I got what
watching.
you're saying.
I had his football card. I can't believe it. Yeah. I hear you.
Where he's right says, yeah, I love him. So Lord have mercy on my soul.
We just changed from the Sully Squad to the Dr. Ruth Squad.
I know. But oh no, I forgot what I was going to say because I was thinking about volleyball.
Joe Montana agent.
No, it was the rise of the 49ers documentary.
Oh, yes.
So
Oh,
good.
how was
my
it?
God,
I
it was
didn't see
great.
It was interesting about Walsh.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
Well, I
What's
didn't.
that on?
It was
Netflix.
on. Well, you can watch it. It was on AMC. You could probably watch it on demand. It was a 4-part special last week, but it was really good. I mean,
Yep.
it goes into the whole dynasty and the shit behind the scenes and stuff. I mean,
The West Coast offense and all that.
it was great. DeBartolo, and then everybody forgets too. The Niners, up until Bill Walsh came there, the Niners sucked. I mean, San Francisco never won shit.
Yeah.
And then Walsh comes in there, he changes everything, and then you draft a quarterback like Joe Montana from Notre Dame. I mean, Joe Montana was the 3rd round draft pick, and Walsh saw something in him, and next thing you know, dude, he's all time great. So
Yeah.
but anyway, oh, hang on, one last comment, and let's roll out. Eddie Prater says he hasn't forgiven Montana for the catch. And one more, Montana.
It's okay.
Well, as a Notre Dame fan, Sean, I think we'll always love Montana, dude.
Yes.
Hey, I hate Malcolm Butler and Pete Carroll for not letting the Beast run the ball in. That was one of the dumbest plays ever.
It's okay.
I hear you.
If you ever want to relive the Super Bowls, just pop in that VHS tape and you'll be fine, Eddie.
There you go.
Or convert it to DVD, whatever you like.
You can just download them. They're all up on sites now. You can just download the whole games with no commercial, nothing. They're the best way to watch it.
I know. You know, it's messed up. Sean and I have our 30-year high school reunions probably coming up. It'll be 30 years this June. And then and Eddie, just a little reminder, but it's been basically 30 years for us and 30 years for Cowboys. Same thing.
How about them Cowboys?
But anyway, all right, guys. Well, look, we'll have a great week
next
everybody.
week because spring training would be starting. So we'll, I guess, talk Phillies next week.
Yeah, we'll get a little Phillies. Maybe Casty. Maybe they'll make a move. Maybe they'll make a move. I know Dombrowski said he might look for another pitcher, so that'll make Maurice Wright happy. And anyway, all right. Well, we'll go Team USA in hockey. Go Sixers and
Go
weather because it's supposed to get warmer finally.
It's supposed to be like 30-some degrees. It's going to feel like freaking tropical.
As long as that wind doesn't blow, it hasn't been bad. When that wind blows, it just goes right through you.
It does.
I'll tell you when it happens, fellas. So
Sean? What do you do? Working outside? What do you do?
Like shipping and receiving stuff.
So you got the warehouse door open all the time, and it just funnels itself right in those doors.
Yep.
Gotcha.
I'm outside in the elements.
I know. You know what's so funny? I bull. My UPS guy's cool as shit. We bullshit all the time. And then like today, I had the door open and we're talking. And like I love talking to him, but like like he's talking, I'm freezing my freaking nuts off, and like he keeps saying shit, and I have like one word answer. I'm like, yeah, yeah, all right, dude. And then like God love him, but he kept talking, and then my buddy Austin was like, he's like, damn, dude, he's like, you could tell like you just wanted to get back in the warmth. I'm like, I know, dude, I was freezing my nuts off.
Did you have your phone in your hand or your pocket?
Yeah, but
did you have your phone?
What's that?
Did you have your phone?
Oh, I always had my phone. Yeah,
hold
on,
grab your cell phone and looked at it and said, "Oh shit, I got to go. I just got messaged," and then get the hell out of there.
I like being rude though, because I really do like the guy, but it was just so cold today. I was like, oh fuck, dude, like, you know what I mean? I was like, yeah, I hear you, man. Like, and I'm like, fuck it sure is cold, But anyway, all right. Well, listen, let's wrap this up. We'll be back next week. Go all our teams. See you all.
Congrats on selling the place.
Thank you. Yes, thank you very much.
Game on game strong, let's break the mold. Chasing the stories yet unfold. Passion ignites like a blazing fire. Knowledge takes us higher, higher. Out of the box where the wild ones play, we see the game in a whole new way. Living loud, hearts in motion. Sports with soul, pure devotion. The field's alive with endless dreams. We're more than stats, we're the in-between. A slam dunk.